4, deals on Facebook Marketplace turned into violent robberies across 3 different Central Florida cities. And now 3 people face charges.
West 2's Christina Watkins live for us at the Winter Springs Police Department. Christina, you found out this crime spree spreads between Seminole and Orange counties.
Yeah, documents we got a hold of show at least 2 of the people who are now in custody are accused of robbing people not just here in Winter Springs, but also in Ocoee and in Orlando last week. And in one case, video you're about to see shows one of those victims getting dragged by a car. When you look at this video, you'd probably think everything is normal. You see 3 people standing by 2 cars talking amongst each other outside Publix at the Winter Springs Town Center. But turns out police said this was a Facebook Marketplace exchange gone very wrong.
Done in broad daylight, high trafficked area and a very visible location, knowing that there's cameras around.
Investigators say last week the victim went to sell his PlayStation 5, and when they met up, police said the suspects didn't pay. The victim then reached in their car to get his PS5 back. That's when investigators say the 3 people sped off while pepper spraying and dragging the victim several hundred feet.
Yeah, that's egregious. Yeah, and this is like I've done a couple of these videos where people were trying to sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace or just sell stuff on one of these marketplaces, and some have been shot, some have lost their lives. This person, he's lucky that when he went in there, someone didn't already have a gun waiting to shoot him, but he was pepper sprayed and dragged by a car, which is, very dangerous in itself, because, they went out into like an open roadway where he could have been hit by a car or anything could have happened. But he's very lucky that, he wasn't killed in this instance over a PlayStation 5. And it's a shame, man, that people, do these type of things, because, people are looking to sell their stuff because, of course, they may need the money at the time, or, need it to get something else, or, do whatever they want to do. But they're trying to do an honest transaction, and, you got to be wary, because these type of things are going to happen. And it says that, this stretched over, the course of a couple different cities in Florida. But, Florida isn't the only state that I've seen this happen in. I've seen it happen in Georgia, Michigan, just multiple different places.
If you are conducting business in this manner and something happens, we would recommend that you do not take action upon yourself. It's property. At the end of the day, that's all it is just a piece of property.
The day before that robbery, court records show Christopher Lewis and Maud Shell Jean-Baptiste had another Facebook Marketplace exchange at this Publix in Ocoee on West Colonial Drive. Police said they stole the victim's $1,400 MacBook, pepper sprayed him, and drove off. Shortly after that, they're accused of doing the same thing, this time at Wawa in Orlando on South Orange Blossom Trail. Police said the victim was with her husband to sell a PS5. They showed it to the suspects, who then snatched the gaming console and pepper sprayed the victim's husband.
Yeah, so it's very dangerous out here doing, trying to even sell stuff, man. It's a shame because, these places are, they're like the Facebook marketplaces, man. I mean, it's meant for person to person, transactions and stuff like that. A quick way to try to, sell your stuff and try to get, some type of value for it, versus like carrying it to a pawn shop and selling it to them, where they're not going to give you nearly as much value as you would want for it. And, my whole thing is with stuff like this, man, is, you may not want to do this, but it's kind of more safer to go to a police station and try to do the transaction there. Maybe go in before, you start the transaction, let them know, hey, I'm selling something, and I'll come to the police station just to make sure that it's safe. Because do you want to be out of whatever that you were trying to sell? Like, you just, go and just give your stuff to someone and they just take it and you don't get anything in return? Or do you want to be able to, complete a safe transaction? So, I mean, it's really one or the other, and this is not going to be every situation, but you got to know that people are out here, and, they're definitely looking to take advantage of you at any point. So, and a lot of these transactions are happening in well lit areas or areas where it's a lot of traffic and stuff like that, a lot of people, and they don't care. This crew right here definitely didn't care. They was just continuously doing this thing, and unless they had got caught, they were going to continue to do it.
And I do want to mention, in all of these cases, investigators tell me the victims will be okay. That's the good news in all of this. Coming up tonight at 5 o'clock, the message from police for anyone buying or selling from exchange sites such as Facebook Marketplace.
You want to definitely take your safety, as like a priority. And as they were saying, you don't want to take it into your own hands to go and try to do anything, if something like this does occur, because again, you put yourself in a position to where, you could lose your life over something like a MacBook or a PlayStation 5. It's not worth your life. There's plenty of those things being produced all the time. And, like I say, you want to definitely meet up somewhere where, if you can have someone just watch over the sale, like I said, like a law enforcement personnel or something like that. And I mean, it's crazy to say that you have to do that every time, but you'd rather be safe than sorry, in my opinion. So let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. It's been a lot of reports of this type of thing happening. So I'm interested to let you know, whether you're buying or selling off these marketplaces. I'll be interested to hear, what you guys think and what your opinion of this whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna end this here. If you like my content, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This is Justin Paul. Peace.